gotta fix that again. That one wasn't worth fixing.
It's Mama.
No,
it's Stacy.
It's Stacy.
It's my grandma's house.
My grandma's house.
who's that?
Who's that?
It's
Yeah, I'll look at some more.
Grandpa, it's great grandpa's house.
It's Big Grandpa's show.
Yeah, that's my daddy. Yep.
Daddy, tomato.
You got vacuum and other vacuum doesn't.
Look at all the snow.
Look at all the stuff, Papa.
Yeah.
Is that your house?
Yep.
Is that AMC he always talks about?
Yep.
The old AMC there in that way?
That's it.
No.
Guess who that is?
It's
That's great grandma.
It's Big Grandma.
Your house?
Yep, Patches and Parky.
Oh, Pat's is about the same size as Frank.
They had him put to sleep so we could bring Kevin home. They did. Kevin was so bad we never been able to go by their house.
What's that?
That's Grandpa
Papa.
taking snow off the roof. That's Kevin on the right, and that's Mama in the middle with the red telephone, and then Kathy on the left.
Who's Kathy?
Kathy Thompson.
Sana.
Yeah, another one of them pictures.
Because she signed it. She signed it.
Hey, they done one.
And they just saw it. Just a little bit. Yeah. That's Grandma's first baby, huh?
Let's go pussy.
Oh, look at it. There's baby Kevin.
This baby girl is sleeping.
Yeah, in the cradle. Yeah, that's my great grandma's Landry's house. That was before Kevin was born. It was very, very cold.
Little babies sleep all the time.
Wait, and it's Isaac.
These are also well focused. Grandma took all these. See, they just get the oven ready. Must be baking something.
Is it a little bit?
Probably had the oven open to get it warm. Yeah. Then who's that?
Kim?
Yeah.
Isn't it a girlfriend?
And Wendy, yeah.
Yeah, they came up just before Kevin was born, that couple days before. And Kim lost Mrs. Beasley's apron. They came up on the bus and
Yeah, see, she got a tea set there. That's Grandma's boyfriend.
Who's grandma?
Larry's friend?
yeah. Roger Steinfest.
That's Vietnam. What? Party? Party? Party?
I told him to go.
What?
I told him to go.
You do?
That's what he did.
That's the road we drove on, walking down the mountain. It's really interesting.
Mama said
I was going to say, this is the first thing.
Mama told me to tell you to sit here.
Those garbage cans there have water in them, and those pipes coming out of their immersion heaters, gasoline or oil stoves that burn under the water would just boil. So you come out of the chow hall and you scrape your crap off your off your tray, and then you go into the first one, and that would be soapy water, you brush it off, kind of like a toilet brush in there, and then the next one was the first rinse, and the next one was the second rinse.
Somebody found one again.
Okay, let me look at that. Make a guess.
Movies.
Yeah,
No.
that was 55-gallon drums cut short like that, and that was underneath. We didn't have no toilets, and we had seats, or toilets made with holes, nice regular boards with holes in them, I should say, or whatever you want to call it. And, they had to be every week, every Monday. We take them out, you load them up on trucks, and then you take them away from the site, put fuel oil in them, and mix them up with a stick, and burn the crap out of them. Yep. There's a truckload.
Nice and neat in there too. I can see a little spillage going on.
Well, you're real careful when you lift one of the babies up. That's blasting on the side of the mountain. Guess who that is?
What are you doing, Dad?
Yeah.
It's Grandpa Scheu.
It's Grandpa Scheu.
You know what he's holding?
Cow.
Say Poopy.
Cookie.
Yeah, that's what's in there.
And what's your job?
Yeah, that's me at work.
Hey, hi, dog.
Look at that. What's that?
That's a Jeep we lost
Chicken breast.
going down the mountain.
Keep your nose right.
That's
pretty safe.
that's the comm center in Bambi 2. I had to go there, an emergency tech assist, the equipment was out there. They flew us in, and me and another guy. I was there for emergency tech assist, the other guy was a replacement. That's where we got shot up going in there. And when they dumped us off on the runway didn't belong to us most of the time during the day, and then had a Jeep with M60 machine guns on it, and we'd fire at the side of the jungle while we're cruising along, trying to get off the runway.
What's that?
Couple little Vietnamese kids. The one on the left isn't all Vietnamese. Her hair's too brown. Stepsister. I just heard that one.
It's Julie's sister.
I was only over there for a year, Julie.
They grow fast.
Now this is the road we had to cruise down from the airport to the site at Bambi 2. And that's rubber plantation stuff on the side, and they're shooting at us from the jungle, from the rubber plantation. This is the train. This is on the mainland. I got to go there maybe once every 2 months. We'd work like 14 days or 13 days, and then we'd have a day off. That's downtown, whatever that means. That's the main drag downtown. The bus that takes you back down to the beach where the LST landing ship, where the front comes down on, that's what we used to go back and forth to the island. Well, that's just an example of, that's how dark the jungle is. That's noon.
What's that?
That's your mama's stepmother. That's the maid from Vietnam. When Grandpa was in Vietnam, her name is Ma Lim. That's the one that when I talked about with the brown teeth on. I remember that. I wonder what happened to her. Her husband was a Army soldier with his legs blown off.
What's that?
That's just jungle again.
Jungle. Parking Daddy. Jungle. Parking Daddy. What's that?
Down there is where I live. That was called the bottom site. That's where we live.
It's an airplane.
Yeah, that's an airplane taking off.
What's that?
Ah, that's a picture of Grandma. That's at the beach at the train. That was an R&R place for a lot of people, for Army soldiers, for Vietnamese soldiers.
It's a helicopter.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know what you call it. Just a place to sit out of the sun. Crown beer. Notice it's, you use a can opener back in those days? And see, way on the left, the guy, what he's doing, he's looking in the mirror. See what the back of the mirror is? Hunt's can. They would take cans and flatten them out and... Yeah. Who's that?
Hey. Something else and Ray's.
You know what I'm eating?
It's Grandpa.
Cuttlefish. Like squid.
It's Grandpa.
That's the beach. We didn't, you know, that was a resort area before the war. There's offload supplies, and that's where the boat come in to pick us up. That was in the beginning when I first got there before the shit hit the fan. That's the island I was on. The boat coming into the island to drop us off. That's the hooches that we lived in. There were slat walls or boards that went at angles like this, about this high up, and then from there on the rest of the way up the street, and then tin roofs, concrete floor. Over on the left here, that's where the shower was. They bring water in from the mainland and put it in there, and then it was just gravity feed. And this was, you can see that's the bathroom there. That's the boat that Grandpa would go back and forth on. That's where our water came, our food came, everything came over there. I know, the main one's on the back side there.
Where's that body of water? Is that salt water?
Yeah, that's salt water.
Is it a mile or two or what?
What's that?
It took like half an hour.
Wow, what's that?
That's Milwaukee, I think, in Chicago.
How would the Vietnamese on your island
Great Salt Lake.
get their supplies?
What's that?
Little books.
What's that?
Rocky Mountains.
What's that?
There's the island I was on there. That road winds back and forth there to go up that first hill, and then the second one is where our radar stuff was. And right there on the right on the bottom by the water, that's where the boat would go into.
Wow, what's that?
Oh, that's just waves hitting the shoreline there.
Chicken picture.
That's where he lived in there.
What's that? What's that? What's that?
That's just the mountains again.
What's
Oh
that?
boy, we're at the hunting shack now.
What's that? What's that?
That's the buckhorn.
Is it buckhorn?
Yep.
What's that?
That's California before I went to
What's
Vietnam.
that? What's the called?
Where's that laughing? That's in California.
What's that?
That's Vietnam again. On the top of that mountain there, on the right side, or big hill, whatever you want to call it, there's a hot missile battery. And that battery was pointed at us to blow us up in case we got overrun.
They're gonna blow you up.
Yep.
Self-destruct.
Yeah. Those buildings there, if this would be really big blowing up, those are made out of flattened cans again. Beer cans.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Flattened.
Who's that?
There's me after basic training.
It's basic
One strike.
learning.
What's
Basic
that
learning.
What was it?
Oh,
Corporal?
see, Daddy.
Oh, they don't have
Careful
purples
this.
in there. Careful.
Oh, it's Army.
They're in the third class.
Your grandpa was in the Air Force.
He's here.
That's Alaska again.
What's that? Who's that?
There's on the boat moving back to the
What?
island. You can see how it's kind of rough. There's water coming up over the top of the front. Waves hitting it, just splashing up.
What's that?
That vehicle is, you can drive it on land. They can just drive it right out of the water. It's got tires on it. Yeah, kind of like one of those. Lost one of them one time. We drove it up to the top site and coming down, it was too steep and the brakes burned out. And the way it went. Oh yeah. Those two boats, the big ones there, those are power boats. By power I mean they have generators on them. They provide electricity for the base, for the mainland. And that other boat there, that's a patrol boat, Army patrol boat. There's a 50 caliber machine gun on the front and a 50 caliber machine gun on the back. That little white thing sticking up, that's their radar and stuff, and they got some spotlights. They used to patrol around our island. And one night, one of the guys on guard duty, he's shooting at this light that he sees. And over the radio comes one of the boats. They're saying, yeah, there's somebody shooting at them. And as soon as they open up one more time, they're going to let the VC have it, you know. And the guy was sitting in the back of the Israel. We had a little club. We turned one of those little buildings into a bar. And he was on guard duty back there. So they had 250 caliber machine guns shooting at the back of them.
You can't stop.
Yeah. That truck there, that's water. I'm bringing water to us.
Hey, what's up here?
That trailer there. They're offloading the stuff. Entree Island, HOMTRE on the right side. And the sign says this area becomes a free fire zone as of 1800 hours till I think it's 0600 hours in the morning. From 6 o'clock at night to 6 o'clock in the morning, anything outside of our perimeter you shoot. That's the backside of the island. All just nice beaches. This is before anything happened where I was at. You could go out there and it was, just gorgeous. You could walk out probably 100 yards, be waist high or a little bit higher than that. This is on the ocean side.
When you were there, was the war raging or
Yeah.
not at your side?
Not for the first 3 or 4 months. Then after that, we could never go back to it.
The site and all?
No, this part of the island, which is maybe 200 yards from our perimeter. They had a whole bunch of bodies float up one day. See now, there's a guy standing out there in the water.
What's that?
Hey.
It's a crocodile. What's that?
A little sampan boat. That's going up the mountain again. There's a boat coming. The island was about 7 miles long, and then its widest point was probably 1.5 miles, and then its narrowest point about 1/4 mile.
So how many people were there, I think?
Just us and with the VC. There was about 200 of us, Air Force and Army, put together, and we had 300 North Vietnamese on there with us, the bad guys.
Did you actually go after him or did you leave alone?
No, we didn't go after them. We had people that would come in once in a while. That's the shower.
Which part? The lower.
The water's in the tank up there. See that little thing coming out of the ground there? In the bottom center?
Yeah.
That little square thing?
Yeah.
That's the urinal. That was how it was all rocky and stuff. Yeah, before they bulldozed that, the jungle came right to where the rocks are right in front, which was right in the backside of the hoopers. That's how it was the first time we got hit. No. That's a cargo helicopter. Yeah.
Well, Dad, that's what you had gear up there, huh?
Well, crew of 25 guys.
Oh, 25? Oh, okay.
Last picture. Ta-da! Another one bites the dust, and another one's gone. There's some more constable country.
That's just for a picture there.
That's the bottom slide. It's another one. That's the Swan Inn. That was built in what, 1600s, 1500s? Well, we're done. Yep.
I like
I like those slides, Dad.
Spares. Yeah, the bolt burned out. You see that?